Brings you in today, Lacey?
I'm kind of overwhelmed with how much I have to do, and my room is kind of messed up, and it's the result of everything that I have to do, or lack of everything that I have to do.
What all do you have going on? What do you have to get done?
Well, I'm working like 20 hours a week, and I've had a bunch of projects that I just recently finished, like projects and tests. And so like it's just been piling up and piling up and piling up, and now I look at it and I still don't have any like motivation to clean it or anything like that.
So you're feeling overwhelmed because you're working 20 hours a week, you have lots of projects to do, plus you have home things that you need to get done, like cleaning your room. Are there any times during the day that you can take out an hour or two to get some stuff done, or do you feel like you're just on crunch time all the time?
I mean, I have time. I would rather like watch TV than go and clean my room. But I mean, it's gotten to the point where it's a safety hazard. Like I definitely, and most of it's my clothing. So honestly, I don't think it would take that long to do. But it's so overwhelming and all the stuff that it is over there that I'm the type of person that I like to have the entire time to like clean it. And since I don't have enough time during the day that I can do it all, I just don't do it at all.
So what are you doing when you get home from class? Are you watching TV or are you cleaning your room?
I'm not cleaning my room. I wouldn't say watching TV is my distraction, but I mean, I can get on my computer and like do Facebook or things like that, or like I'm gonna go clean my room or this portion, and then somehow I end up on Facebook, and the time in between, I don't really know what even happens. Like it's just, I think I'm just trying to find places where I can relax, and so even though I really need my room to be cleaned.
Your room really needs to be clean, and
Yes.
you don't feel like you have any time, but when you do have some spare time, you're spending it on Facebook and maybe Twitter and things like that, correct?
Yeah.
Do you feel like Facebook's a distraction for you even when you go to do your homework on your computer? Like, do you feel like it's kind of a habit to go to Facebook, check it out first, and then...
Yeah. It's just those red little notifications just bother me, so like I have to get that clear, and I just like anytime I'm checking my Facebook, or I mean email, I end up checking my Facebook. And then like when I'm writing a paper, if I finish like one paragraph, I'm like, okay, I need a mental break, and I'll go on Facebook for like an hour, and Facebook's really bad.
So how long do you even think it would take you to clean your room?
Maybe 2 hours, like to clean it to a point where I could like actually function again is like 2 hours.
Can you clean it in shifts by any chance? Can you do a little bit this day and a little bit the next day?
I probably could. I mean, I don't like doing it that way, but I probably could. I probably need to start doing that because it's probably a better use of my time than just getting on Facebook and waiting for it to keep piling up.
What I'm hearing is that you are just kind of making some decisions to get on Facebook, which we all know you can't just stay on, like eating a chip, one of them. You can't just stay on for 5 minutes. You have to do the whole deal. So you're just taking lots of time and then end up wasting more time than you need to, but you have a lot of things that you need to get done.
Yeah, and I definitely think like once I have my room clean, it'll release some kind of stress, hopefully, because then I'll be like, okay, that's done. I don't have to come home to that.
Maybe you can take some time out of your day. Maybe wake up 30 minutes earlier, or right when you get home, just pick up a few things and then start your homework, and then maybe reward yourself with Facebook or something. But I've heard of these things called a leech block, or things that you can put on your computer that limits your time, because willpower with Facebook is hard a lot of the time, especially when you need to do homework and it sounds way more exciting. But there are things that you can use to limit your time on there. Do you think you'd be interested in any of those things?
Yeah, I've never heard of any of those. So,
do you feel like it would help you though manage your time better? And you're not completely denying yourself your Facebook, but
probably. I mean, I don't know if I would go to the extent of like a program actually doing it for me. But maybe like setting a timer and actually like sticking with that timer, because my biggest problem is like I'll get on and then I don't know where the time has gone. So like if I actually got aware of the time, then maybe that could help.
I think that's a great idea. And then you would feel less stressed because maybe you would spend more time picking up your room or cleaning house or whatever, and just getting done what you need to get done, and then Or maybe even making a to-do list, like, this is my
Yeah.
first priority, this is my second priority, and I'm not going to completely deny myself the things that I think are fun and
Right.
relaxing, but maybe I can reward myself with those things once I've spent a certain amount of time. And it doesn't necessarily mean that you have to clean up your whole house for
Right.
2 hours right that second, but you've even mentioned that you feel stressed because you just feel things are piling up and
Yes.
then you don't have time, and so then you end up spending no time on anything.
Right.
How about your projects? How do you feel like those are coming along?
Well, I just finished a lot of them last week, so that's good. But I have 2 that I like due in the next 2 weeks, so I haven't really started them. But I mean, one of them's like a continuing project that I've already done components to with a partner, but the other one I really like. I started looking at my agenda and syllabus, and I was like, okay, I really need to get started on that one. So. Like the to-do list, I really like that idea because that's what I usually do to like at least know what I have to do, and so that's already on my to-do list. And I just have to actually put like the cleaning room part because that's what usually happens. Like get all my projects done, or I get all my homework done, or study for my test, and then I go hang out with friends, or then I go do the things that I want to go do, and my room is always on my last priority because I hate cleaning and I hate hanging up clothing.
Maybe though, if you took time to clean your room, you would feel less like things are piling up metaphorically and literally, and that you would feel maybe that you had a space to go to maybe try to get things done on time. Is there any way you could get some things done early so they're off your plate?
Yeah, I mean, I have like 2 weeks for that project, so if I start now, then it shouldn't take that long, and then I can just off it and off my mind. But I really like the idea of like taking it step by step and just doing a little bit at a time, even though that's not normally my thing. I think that's going to be the best solution that I'm going to have to do.
Right. Okay, so you have some tangible things that you can do. You can make a list. You can set something on your computer. You can set a timer to help you realize what time it is and how much time you've been spending on Facebook, and then maybe just spend a little bit of time here and there picking up your room or picking up the house, or even when you are doing something and you take it out, just go ahead and put it right back where you got it so you don't have so much to pick up later.
Right.
I think we've had a pretty good session here. I think you have some things that you can work on, and so I'm looking forward to what we talk about next week.
Okay.